Hello, sorry. Hello, poetic. Can you put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me? Okay. Sorry, I'm in this hotel room and it's hard to keep a good signal, so just checking. Just checking. If you want a link, all you have to do is email me. It's in my bio. Squirrel Girl, who are you talking about in that comment that you replied on? Hello, Kim. Yeah, and if anybody has questions, I will answer them. And if it's about the video or anything like that, that is in the hands of who the hands need to be in. So, is it the same one that I'm talking about? Oh, cluckers, I don't know, but they can half at it. I think it's quite amusing. I'm sure it's, um, yeah. Oh, you should email me about that. Unless you want to come up and talk about it. Yeah, I'm not about money, and that part was, so I stayed away from it. Eh, I'm not worried about it. God will handle them. Exactly. But forgiveness is key, so they'll need that, not me. they'll never get to me, promise. I have nothing to lose or gain from anything. But some other people did, and justice for those. Amen to that one. That's fiction. And yeah, it's still standing where it is. They should probably go a different route uh, instead of the ones that are about clout. No, no, you're welcome. Nothing will change that, unfortunately, Karen. I agree. It is very a good idea if it actually happens. Some people don't want to and pull through with their word, and a few of them have got told that they'll get something like that, and yet seen it, have we? I just learned how to quit feeding their content, and the less you do that, the less they have to put out. So I haven't talked to any of them. Nobody really. There's a lot of two-headed quarters. I figured a lot of people could find out who those people exactly are, but yeah. It's really just about the people who are missing and what you can do, the good you can do for them people. Some people take it for their own satisfaction and too far, and some just like to do the drama. Oh, well, thank you. Well, see, the thing that is about that one, Squirrel, is everything I did was legit and legal, and some of the things that others are doing or done weren't and will cost in the long run. But then again, like I said, it's not my issue. So it is what it is. DP, I'm new to it, so I'm figuring this out. Sorry. uh, I'm trying. Yeah. And most of them won't even give props to who do most of that part, squirrel, and take the credit and stuff. But when you do it for so long, you really can tell the I'm great, and that will all count up to the ending. So it is what it is. Now, see, Barbara, we were talking about that the other day. Me and the bum and Crystal, that there was multiple people who actually went missing around the same time Kylie went missing, around the same age. Oh, for sure. I know. Did they actually like say where they found the remains though? I don't know, but I do know that there was multiple. There's like four or five around the same age and around the same time Kylie went. So it really is disturbing when you look back at the press conference when Mr. Brown's face gets all red when he was asked if there was more than one body. So it's possible, poetic. It really is. Yeah, there was a younger boy and two other females, two or three other females actually. Karen, not all of them actually get national news. That's what's really sad. I mean, there's hundreds of missing around. So, hey, Cap, how are you? Captain, Wifey has the link if you want to grab it. It's in her email. There's a lot of corruption, a lot. Kim, I actually sent some stuff over to her mom to look into. I've been in communication with her. I was actually the one who originally communicated with her, for others. But I sent some stuff. I kind of believe that she might be helped, like they're thinking. Her other family members were, so it's very possible it could be that same person who's doing it, or it could be a random act. I don't know, but I'm hoping and praying that she's still alive. Yeah, DP. There's a lot that I didn't say out loud, I guess you'd say. But it has been said, and I believe it's getting a better look. It is everywhere. I mean, it don't matter if it's California, it's everywhere. Now, I believe on that one, on Debbie's, there's a lot of twists and turns to that, but I believe the press conference kind of made it seem a lot like her daughter has a lot more she ain't speaking on. To a degree, I believe. And I never said he was innocent, like innocent. Um, yeah, there's a lot. Like they say, always go back to the very beginning. And we learned a lot at the very beginning on DR's case. And yeah, her daughter is definitely sus. Whether it's, I mean, because the stepfather called, and when he called, he said that the daughter was there. Whether she was there before or not, she knew where the key obviously was, and the cards and stuff were already there back at the house. So it really makes you wonder what she was using when she was at the store. And what was really weird too was she pulled it from her pocket, not the purse. DH? Oh yeah. So when we first originally started doing research on him, he actually didn't have anything besides living in Utah area, Nevada area, whatever. Then we found out that he had Idaho addresses, and then it was recent, like that was the most recent update. But Wyoming is his home base. A lot of his family still lives there, and I don't. Did you guys look at the text messages that were released between the mom and then the I don't even want to say the name, but yeah, he's just a person of interest, and they've pretty much said that from the beginning too. But Chase and uh, Brenner are the only ones that failed. But they also need to realize what questions were asked on those polygraphs. That's another thing. And was it when they were sober or were they all still under the influences? Yeah, Joy, I believe that, I mean, with them saying exactly that they have warrants and stuff to get into their data because they don't even know where the money came from. They're not even saying it came from her phone. So that's very telling. Exactly, poetic. Um, DP, the PI. Yeah. So Cluckers, do you remember them? Like those messages? There's pretty telling stuff in those messages, and we never heard about them. So I'm wondering if that person never did do what she asked, but there was a couple requests from her to look into, for him to look into, and I did, and I found out um, what it was, and who it was, and I talked to a local, and they heard the name as well, and so I did a little bit more searching, and it's crazy because both people, um, one's in Ogden and one's in Idaho. So it's very telling how it was brought up and what she asked, but we've never heard of it. So I thought about making a video on it and kind of touching on it since nobody's ever talked about it. I think it might help a little bit. Maybe. Oh yeah, like her husband. I don't know though, because they said that they have him at work. Yeah, Joy. I mean, sometimes because there's times that he's done the opposite. So, again, I don't partake. DP, are you talking about on Debbie or DR? No, Cluckers, yeah. It's very, in a way, disturbing, but very telling at the same time. So, when I was digging, I found some names on some Facebooks that were people on the list of the latest release on with Brenner and stuff, but also to family. So it's really weird. But yeah, I definitely probably will release that. We're on vacation at the moment. It's been a crazy vacation too. So I'll probably do that when I get back, or I don't know, depends on how long I'm on here. I might do it when I get off. And I've never even heard her mention it since then either. So it's kind of, it's on TF's, I believe, Clickers. I think it's still on there. Well, he lives pretty much behind, like side behind. And then I don't know. I almost was gonna bring out a video back whenever I was on another, yeah. It never went that far. And some things others didn't think was important, but names that are being released like that are important. So yeah, yeah, she's um something like that. Cluckers, I was trying, and then when the hurricane hit, so it was crazy. I'm used to snow, so that was pretty intense. But and the only way out of here is on a boat. So, oh yeah, very, very. But it's been nice since. I mean, we did a little bit of helping out people and then help clean up around here. But it's a very nice hotel too. I'm at 24 North. Uh, so in the Keys. So it's really nice. Oh yeah, we're definitely making the best out of it. It's definitely gonna be rememberable. So it's first time out here, and we got hit by a hurricane. Yeah, I pray for South Carolina too, because that's where it was headed. Never been there. Went through it, but never actually like stayed there. See, we drove down here, and then we took the boat to here. Like drove to Florida, and then took the boat to Keys. And yeah, like it's a one way out. I don't think it's not just them. You're right. It's there's more. And like I said, that's why we need to go back to the beginning because that one person stated there could be 10 of them and then multiple in jail while that mastermind's out and about. So, yeah, I feel bad for everybody else though that yeah, is it's crazy to think though cuz there's so much bad in the nature, but yet it's so beautiful at the same time. It's just crazy. It's that beautiful disaster type ordeal and it's crazy. DP, what's the initials of the people that your focus is on mainly? But see, Dawn was the first one to actually go search, and that's been said. And yeah, and it's crazy because then they say that there was nobody out there searching, but what was the footprints and stuff that Candace videoed showing us? I don't know if you guys remember that, but she walked around showing us all these feet prints. Was those Dylan's or was those searching people? I mean, DP, yeah, that's the next place I actually plan on going is to Austin and there, so I can go to a comedy place. It's called Kill Tony, but yeah, we've been talking about going there. No, no, we're still here. We're hoping to get on a boat tomorrow, and then we'll drive back. Channel surf. Yeah, I think everybody does that. But thanks. Welcome. Now, see, other people said it did, but I don't know. I'm still kind of digging in to find out where the other um property is. I think I found it, but it's north. So, oh, Captain Kurt is amazing. I recommend everybody over there. You shouldn't be shy over there. They're pretty welcoming and they don't really put up with much drama either. So, drama's everywhere. You just have to fight your battle to avoid it. Don't feed into it. Yeah, I feel you on that one. I mean, anything beats listening to Joe Shoe though, so I feel that. Yeah, a lot of, well, not really. I don't know if it was a lot, but I know some tried to do their little voodoo bull stuff over there, and again, like I had nothing to hide, so I just pretty much put it all out there for him ahead of time anyway. So I mean, he was kind of aware, but not like that deep into it. But then I ended up giving him everything. So yeah, but yeah, I'm glad to be part of his captain's cartel. Yeah, Ty does have a channel, and he's been posting videos of them searching, and they had some new leads, and I'm glad to see that they're out there looking at those places, and I appreciate that for them doing that. It's really nice and good to see. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but who's he off limits to? Yeah, I got nervous. I get nervous. And then I don't know. But I found some people and then us people took over that channel one night and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just start talking and I don't even need any, yeah, just to talk and tell what I know or what I can tell. I mean, just put out whatever I want and say what I want when I want. And if anybody wants to join, all they have to do is email me. My link's in the bio. Oh, sorry, Mar. Prayers. Hope you get better. Thanks. I know that they say you have to have tough skin, and luckily I do, and have for a good while that I've been around. So it's just, it's amazing though, because all these people will do those things that they don't want done to them, but then go play the opposite side and do it, and then everybody else is just hands in on it. And for some of the things that they've said, it's really going to cost them in the long run, like 100%. But it's like I said, that's to God, not me. Who's DP? Yeah, it's yeah, just the gun charges. Mm, I don't give them no name, but they fit that category. Well, they're all up for going and doing it, then they can. I mean, that's it's just one of those things. I mean, all mine was legal and legit, and it's in the hands that it needs to be. So it's it is what it is. Forgiveness and love is key. Okay, hold on. There you go. Yeah, it's crazy. But again, yeah, I mean, the higher power is the one you got to deal with at the end. So let them do whatever they want, and they'll find out in the long run. Karma does happen. It just doesn't happen immediately. If it comes quick and easy, it ain't gonna last long. So, mm, I don't know. I was gonna talk about this one day, and then I got a phone call, and then uh, which it kind of went around that case. So I was talking about the Davis versus Mississippi, and which is DNA case, and it was about a guy who was convicted of SA in RAE. There's a letter missing, but four-letter word. And in the long run, um, it wasn't him who actually did it. Uh, but around the area of where this happened, his DNA was there too. Um, there was multiple, and that's kind of where I was trying to base on. if you go buy a TV from like a pawn shop, there's multiple people on like fingerprints on this TV. I mean, you got people touching it while they're looking at it. You got the owner, original owner. You have the store people who work there. And so it's really hard to pinpoint like to one person. And that was one thing about whenever I mentioned it during that case of DRs with him, everybody didn't really listen to some of the things that were said because when they talked about those guns, they said that that Brenner was holding him for somebody else. That was a key. And that's why I put out what I put out about that because it's not going to be just his prints. And the person who actually owned them, like the original owner, also scraped off the numbers. So it's there's a lot going on with that whole situation. And that's kind of why some got where they went. I just find it really odd that Don also held on to them for so long. Mm-hmm. Yeah, poetic. Yep. Because they don't have much to run off of. And that's kind of another reason why I stopped because there's so much content people can put out if they don't know. Uh, no, he's not talked to nobody. He's not, no. Um, Nobody has done what they said they would do prior to that, him going. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of things that can be talked about in that case, and it's so hard to do it all by yourself. I get that. Like I've watched 1,000 people like struggle, and like I'm so glad that I don't go over the limit that they do in their chat. So I'd be lost. But yeah, there's so much to be talked about that nobody's talking about, and they can't talk about it because they haven't done or looked into different things. They're so stuck on basic, and they're not going outside the boxes like I was doing and willing to do and have done. So that's why I really want to put out that video about those messages because there's a lot that were in those messages between him, the PI, and Candace, and nobody's ever talked about it. Yeah, no, it's not. And it's only going to get worse. And I just can say that I pray for my own, so I pray for everybody else's. It's getting rough for everybody. I mean, and I can only imagine how bad it's going to get. So, um, not necessarily, but there's more to that. Cluckers. Everybody does mistakes. of a lot of bad things. But again, like I said, I'm not the person that they come to. So yeah, it took me a minute to actually learn how to do all this. So uh, I found it easier instead of making like a bunch of videos and talking through. But I will be making some more updated videos of stuff that hasn't been talked about or um, shown. So yeah, anything to help. That's all it means to me. So nobody has talked about them. Not anybody. Not since they've been released. No, not once. Yeah, he does need to be accounted for holding them and holding out on them for as long as he did. Yeah, crazy brat. We're trying. We really are. Do you know? That's a good question. I wish that we did know. Uh, but I will definitely be talking about some of the things that were in those and some things that were found and could help get more info out, I believe. The text between the PI and the mother of Dylan Rounds. Yeah, Captain Kurt is definitely a channel that is good to watch. And I highly recommend everybody go sub up to him. Very, very good with um, the people and handling drama. It's not really over there as others are. They were released, but information that was asked was not. So I don't think they ever did anything because he even stated it out of his own mouth that he wasn't to do anything for her. So I did it. Well, you got the link, Crystal, if you want to join. I sent it to you. Yeah, very rarely does that happen. We definitely give warnings. And I actually told his wife, I'm not going to be the one to do it, and I'll let somebody else do that. But I definitely, yeah, appreciate the whole Captain's Cartel family. They're pretty good. Yeah, when did that happen, Joy? Because that's funny. If it's true, it helps a lot, and I mean a lot. Because well, Ty would know. Yeah, 21. No, I don't know if I'd want to be 21 again, but yeah, uh, childhood would be nice to have and to keep. Um, because today's just there's nothing for our kids to do, and it's sad. Not without being feeling safe. Okay, I hope you're making me some tea too, Crystal. Okay, so let's just say that Kurt was out there that day because they were draining that pond. Candace mentioned that Dawn and Brenner were out there. Well, Kurt either gave them the objects to put back, or Kurt did it himself before he got to the shit show he claimed to go watch from the saddle store. So it's one of them. All I can say is it's in the hands it needs to be in, hun. Gun charges. Some lives. Yeah, there is some things that I mean, it's just like watching movies. You always find like after watching it once and you go rewatch it a couple days later and then you catch some other things. It's very a lot of them are very telling, and I put out a lot of those telling parts. Amen to that. I pray that too. 100%. Uh Roller skating. Yeah. Yeah, but his prints were on him. So there's there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of people on those guns too, so one shall see. Yeah, I think everybody thought that that was going to happen last night when cherries and berries were there, but it didn't happen. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that part. Yeah, but yeah, I wouldn't suggest anybody doing that. Um, and if they do, I hope that isn't the case. But I hope they find out everything so that way their community can be uh safe. She actually made a few statements. Crystal, I did actually watch that movie during the time that we broke off from last one. It was actually really good. I liked it. I hope they do a polygraph. Agree. I do agree. Really? When? Joy? When did that happen? A lot of it brings more negative than a positive. I don't know if anybody else notices that, but it seems like the more you watch and just listen, the clearer the picture gets. I believe Kylie will get justice. We're not going to stop until we get it. Oh no, that's crazy. But there's a lot of stuff going out like that today in these streets. There's a possibility it could happen. Um, a few of them, yeah. Well, your fall begins, Crystal. There is people out there like that, clickers. Yeah, no crap. Give her a bottle. But she does help. She has helped a lot, I can say. Maybe. It depends on how long you talking, DP. Yes. I think everybody loves this month. Most of everybody does. Yeah, Kim, it's very common here lately. I've I've noticed. What do you mean, Joy? There's enough out there for her to do that. To be honest, there really is. They do have stuff. It's just the people that they have it on. Oh, definitely. Yeah, well, there's other things that can't make that 100% happen, but I understand poetic. Well, nobody knows, but I'll go ahead and say it. Um, After letting him know about his horse, I believe some things will start getting in order here real shortly. Oh, I've posted a bunch of those poetic, but the only thing that I've done like that is what needed to be done. So who knows? They could be swingers. You never know, Ellen. They did interview him, but if you guys remember at the beginning, the mother stated that nobody really was properly interviewed properly. So there's the key. Oh yeah, he said a lot of things. And that's actually what Burner had was a burner phone. So they're pretty commonly used out there for the ones that got good connection. Yeah. Well, that somebody found out what happened to that horse. So that person of that horse will be definitely talking. It's funny that you say something about that. So in the video that he did of showing that, okay, and make this make sense, guys. Okay. He showed a video of him going into that camper trailer and said that that was the bed that Dylan last rested in and that nobody's made it. But if they cleaned it with bleach and everything for Talina's family and friends, then that wouldn't have been Dylan that left that bed as a mess now, would it? Oh, yeah, something about that. Crazy brat, and I believe he'll start talking real soon. Something's gonna happen. Yeah, that's why I got away. It's always gonna be there, don't matter, but I just won't participate. Money, Ellen, money. Mm, no one really knows but the ones that were there. But either way, I'm just saying that bed was not made, and for other people to be staying there, that wouldn't have been Dylan that last slept there. And Brenner might not have been doing the spring cleaning for himself. He could have been paid to do it. Not that many people think again outside that box, but it is what it is. Nope, that is not me. Don't know who it really is, and don't really care who it is. Half at it if they want. I know they're trolling people, I guess, so let them. It's somebody within their little circle. Yeah, just like the age. Yep. Yeah, squirrel. I appreciate that. I really do. Uh, definitely, definitely could say what I've done is again legit and legal, and it was done well. Not at the beginning. I did mess up, but I ended up doing the right thing, and it's in the right hands. So, oh, I'm good. Nothing to worry about. Like I said, I won't participate or you know uh, partake in that environment. So God's got me. Okay, sounds good. Always welcome. No worries. Did I miss one, Cluckers? I might have. I don't know. About that. His polygraph, I guess, maybe. But again, like I said, none of us know what actual questions were asked and if they were sober or if they were still under influences. I mean, nobody really knows. So, yeah, be blessed, stay blessed. Yeah, we kind of learned a little bit about them, DP, from the beginning. If you really look back and think, they don't go out there unless there's something serious going on. And we obviously seen how long it took them to get out there for them to search um, Roberts. So a lot of these cases, it seems Ellie has failed a lot. Not really. I'm sure there's been a few that have, but not sure when. Yeah, that video of the the stuff in the text messages will definitely help. Um, a lot of people see things too on a different view of who else needs to be watched or looked into, or yeah, I mean, come from her, and nobody's mentioned that. That's what's crazy. Like nobody has talked about what she wanted done or looked into. And whenever I started looking into it, I was like, "Oh my god." And then like I said, I talked to a local and then asked about those names that I found, and there's one in Ogden. I mean, there's one in Idaho. It's very, yes, they have. But yeah, it's very odd how nobody even looked into it. I don't know about aliens being out there. I know that they found some like weird prints. I posted on my community a little bit ago. Well, it's been a couple weeks, but of some like stuff that they found out there. I don't think that partakes in this necessarily, but I wonder if they went and got any footage or asked for any footage from the airport. That'd be a very good question. I'm not sure. I never really partaked into other characters of that. Uh, I don't know. You're fine, poetic, but I believe that there is some weird stuff out there. So very interesting how close it is too. Yeah, thanks. I pray, yeah, definitely everybody gets justice, and hopefully everybody will start from the beginning and in between and not just one big circle. It has been poetic, it really has. But there's a few others out there like that too. Prayers for Monkey, Summer, Justice for Kylie, Justice for Debbie, Justice for Dylan, Jalissa, all the other ones that aren't getting national attention. Who's poetic? Yeah, I'm not too far behind, Randy, but thank you. I definitely will keep doing what I gotta do. Oh yeah, yeah. I haven't seen anybody talk about him, and I have found things, but I haven't really been able to get it all together just yet. But I plan on releasing something about him, and then I don't know about that one because I wasn't around for that um, show. So very interesting of the things that I have heard. But you're right. I get that. Uh, you're very lucky if you even get one in. So yeah. I have been seeing some things about him. I haven't really dug deep yet, like I have on others. But I plan to. You should definitely go look it out. Look it up, poetic. Yeah, it's all sad and disturbing. It's crazy that most of these are that way. And again, yeah, that's another thing. It's another LE. Yeah, it seems to be a pattern. I mean, some of us also have to realize too, we can't always rely on LE to do everything. They're human just like us. We all make mistakes, so but there's a certain line against that as well of those mistakes and the lack in communication. But I will be back on tomorrow sometime. Because we'll be leaving, packing up and leaving the hotel mid-afternoon. So I'll probably be on in the evening. If you guys have anything you guys want to ask or talk about or go into, I'm gonna try to make that video prior to when I do go live, so that way it helps give some people some insight of what we've kind of went over about those messages. Um, yeah, I seen that, and that's very odd. I did see that though. But yeah, I will be here sometime tomorrow. I'll probably be a little bit earlier than later. So if you guys check out that video, I will make sure it's before my live. That way you guys can help spread the word and talk about it. Um, thanks. I hope we make it back safely. We have to go on a boat to get to the car. So yeah, it's gonna be eventful. Um, yes, Crystal, enjoy your tea. Enjoy your movie night as well. But I appreciate everybody, and I hope you all have a good weekend. See you guys soon.